Well, very good evening, beautiful people. Hope you had a fantastic Easter and didn't eat too much chocolate like we all did. You are very welcome along to the Studio Rats Q&A Live number 293. We are edging closer to that magic 300. My name's James Ivy.
I'm Paul Drew. Magic 300.
Yeah.
And we got 297, and we said we were going to do something. We haven't planned anything.
Well, I think we only said 2 weeks ago. We'll do something at Kev's. That'd be good.
Okay. Yeah, but I love this. It'll be the week before, and we'll go, what should we do?
And has it ever failed yet?
No, I guess.
You are all very welcome along to our weekly takeover of the interwebs. I think Vinny and I think Phil are possibly joining us. I haven't heard anything to the contrary. So
I think Phil's on his way back, from what I heard.
Sorry?
So Phil's on his way back. I don't know about Vinny, but Vinny's always here.
Yes, with his Coca-Cola guitar.
Yes.
So yeah, busy week. But Mr. Drew, what have Yao been up to?
Oh, I did a video on that, on those obsidian wire harnesses. How good is that? Did you see it?
I did. Yeah, it looks really good.
Really good. Just like, if you're not a solderer, it's just so quick. It's just like so quick, so good. Really impressed with that. What else did I do a video? I can't remember what the other video I did was. I can't remember what Thursday's video was. Something. Oh, I know what it was. No, it was. It was something. Hold on.
Hang on.
I know this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible.
So pro, aren't we?
Oh yeah, oh gosh, we've got some comments on that. That Ex-Mari carbon fiber guitar. Oh, we talk about stupid comments. I so should have pulled them out. There's people having arguments with me about it being carbon fiber, and about how that I'm trying to lie to the world and stuff. And I'm just like, mate, that's what it says in the blurb. I don't know. It says it in the blurb. It's carbon fiber. If you want to go and clinically test something or whatever, go and push the boat, have a lovely time. But
people do get upset, don't they?
People just and it's like the guy that the guys that are doing it, they're having a go. If you're on the chat, you're going to get it. But the guys that are arguing on this are literally saying it's impossible. It can't be carbon fiber because it's £200. Now, I agree. Carbon fiber stuff is normally expensive, but like literally, they're saying it's not carbon fiber. It's just like it says it's carbon fiber. You've never tried it. You haven't analysed it, and and you're saying it's not carbon. It's all kicking off. But anyway, they're a bunch of.
They're challenging, is what is the.
Yeah, they're challenging people. Yes. What about yourself?
So I did I thought, you know when you're making something, you're doing a thing, you think I should just do a video about this because I think this is quite good. And I did a video about how to adapt mic stands to do other things and stuff. And I thought it's one of those videos. It was literally like 3-4 minutes. It might fly, it might not. It really hasn't. But
I'm not surprised.
But it's one of those, so the two most bizarre videos I've ever done are I did I walked across a venue with the gaff gun, and that video had over 1 million views.
That's crazy.
And I did one where I tested a magnetic iPad mount and went, there you go, done. And that had 500,000 views. So I thought this might just be one of those bizarre videos that just goes because I'm doing something just really obvious, but just a bit different.
Yeah,
no,
I get it.
not so much. But I've currently got. I don't know. We've spoken about this before, haven't we? This bad boy. Can I get it there? This is the B-Beat Plus, the backing track and video player and all sorts of stuff device. And I'm currently working on the review for that. I think it's a really cool product. And if you don't think so, you're wrong. So there.
There you go.
But it's really cool. And so I'm actually trying to make rather than it just be a review, actually make a tutorial, because there's not that much out there about these things, and they're quite complicated. So I thought I'd do the thing. But that's taken a little while. And then I've got cheer this weekend and all that sort of stuff. So I'm prepping for that. And
Where are you?
Stoneleigh, which is just south of Coventry.
Oh, there's a Stoneleigh near Epsom as well. Okay, nice.
There is, yeah. But it's a nice venue. So it's quite a big competition, because it's the last big event before everyone goes off to Worlds. Oh, well, I don't, but yeah.
Nice.
So busy week, which is all good. And the sun's out, which is great.
Oh,
Easter
my
holidays.
God, how mad was that? So, yeah, summer has finally arrived in Britain, which was what day?
Easter holidays. The kids have been at holiday club. I've been doing DIY type stuff, as in racks and stuff outside. And yeah, it's been great.
Good.
The world's a beautiful place. Yeah, let's do it. Boom. Here we go.
Richard, hello, mate. He said, evening, gents. I thought it was the Poison debut album cover. Have a good show, boys.
Yes, because of our talk, we've been going on about talking about this for so many weeks now. I thought, right, we'll just nail it to the wall. We're going to talk about it tonight. There's a whole load more stuff has come up this week about.
Wait till the boys come. It's fine.
Yes, yeah. We are. So the relevance of basically guys trying to be girls.
I think we could upset a lot of people in tonight's show.
I think we could.
I think we are going to. Yeah, I think we're going to upset. Okay, let's try and not. But go on then. Okay, next one.
But cheers, Rich. Yes, thank you, Richard.
Al at Giz Forest said, "Even gents, right? Okay, now I'm worried. What was the inspiration on tonight's cover? Be honest." There we go.
What can I say? AI has a lot to answer for.
Walrus, afternoon rats. Currently have a Duncan Black Winder in one of my guitars. I like it. I want to try the JB and wondered if it really is flubby or it's just a wood guitar that's like to be the cause. If you've got a pickup that you like in your guitar, don't change it. Do not change it. The Duncan Black Winder. I don't know the Duncan Black Winder. It sounds a bit like that, which great.
It does sound quite.
I don't like JBs.
I'm no fan.
They're too. For me, they're really mid-focused, like really honky. Almost, if I exaggerate, it's almost cocked wah. It's almost got that mid focus that I don't like. So I would say if you like your Black Winder, stick with it. But people do love the JB. Just
we're not them.
Well, all of us on this show. I mean, Vinny doesn't like them. I don't know if Phil likes them or not. I doubt Phil does. Don't like JBs.
Fair enough. Yeah. And
Walrus, also agree with you on Leveson Blades. They're great guitars, but their stock pickups are not good. There we go.
Yeah.
Josh, he says, "Hey gang, looking to grab my first EQ pedal. Prefer something that could be used for guitar and bass. MXR 10 band, best bet." Yeah, great.
I mean, the problem you have with guitar and bass is that guitar is a very mid-range instrument, and bass, by its very nature, isn't. It's a more bass-heavy thing. So you might be better off, say, if it's something that you want for a studio gig, getting a graphic, getting a big 31 band graphic, because that will give you everything.
It's not, but that's gonna be line out though. I mean, he's gonna have to go line out, and then he's gonna need a.
True. Yeah, that's true.
No, yeah, I mean the boss one's great, but the MXR 10, great. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the slider, especially like a 10 band slider, because if any of those get, you set it and then it gets knocked.
You swear a lot.
You do swear a lot, and I personally think with that many sort of controls in front of you, you'll always be on the floor just fiddling little bits and going, "Oh, I could just have a little bit more of that, just a little bit more of that," and then I think just keep it simple.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Graham, the harness was brilliant. Cheers, Graham. Oh, we forgot Plexico. Thanks, mate. Cheers, Plexico. He said, first, yeehaw. Let's throw money at great content. Thanks, mate.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, and thank you much indeed. What's that for?
If you're going to throw money at great content, you might want to look elsewhere.
The other thing I was going to say is, please, if you could just like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the normal stuff. It really makes a huge difference.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. Plexico says, who's going to join in paid content? Support artists. Come on, break the old model. Thanks, Plexico. Cheers.
Thank you, mate.
Well, we don't expect people to donate to the hair transplant cause and all that, but it's nice when they do.
I've got to keep myself in hair butter. What was it someone called it?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that was a good comment. We should have used that. Use that. See if you can find that before the end.
No.
Oh, that was great. Oh, come on.
No, it wasn't. It was insulting. No need. I criticise my drumming, criticise my guitar playing, but don't criticise the hair. Did you put that comment in?
No, I didn't. No, it's the person that always calls you Jive Bunny.
I can handle
that. Josh, any more QC captures coming soon from you guys? Still holding out for the Bad Cat Hot Cat mod shop. Yes, that'll be coming soon. James is actually going to take my old Core Cortex. So James can be making captures as well. But yes, I will get onto that. Yeah, I'll get onto that at some point.
The big problem with Quad Cortex captures is the sharing stroke sales process. It's an absolute pain in the... I mean, we were talking this afternoon about IK Multimedia and Tonex and stuff. And along with, obviously, the platform is great, but the thing they've really nailed is copy protection and the sales platform. They've nailed it. And you just have to go, well done.
Yeah. Dacus, are you guys still thinking the Bareface Reality active speakers are the best cabs for modelers in the room for amp feel? Worth the price, important to the States?
They're amazing.
Yeah, they are they're the best that I've ever tried. I don't know what it's going to cost getting them over to the States. They're really expensive, but they are really good.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah. Nathan, nice job on the Pod XT video. Seems to have done well too. There's some good old tech out there, and it's great. I haven't done a Pod XT video.
Wasn't the Pod XT was the rack mounted one?
No, with the Pod XT they did a floor XT and they did a rack XT. Yeah.
Okay.
It was black with had red on it. I did the Pod
Bean.
The Pod version 2. That's not an XT. The XT was after that. But if you mean that, thanks, mate. Cheers, Nathan.
I remember.
I even think Phil got his for free, and Phil was playing with it today.
I remember a friend of mine who I was working with at Butlins, great bass player. It went out and spent a whole load of cash on a new rig and some new toys, and he also bought a bass pod, the rack,
black one, yeah.
And we plugged it in the studio, and we went, and then we bypassed it and plugged it straight into a DI box, and it was the best bass sound of the lot. It was terrible.
Was it?
It was absolutely shocking. I went, I'm really sorry, John. This does not sound great.
Well, most bass tones, modern bass tones are not the amplifier, are they?
No, it's the bass and the player.
Yeah, it's a DI'd bass, and bass amp's really just for amplification on the stage, isn't it? It's not part of it doesn't have to be part of the sound. It's really different every time.
Yeah, or if you do use it, you probably use it and then you DI out of the amp.
Yeah. I mean, there's sometimes with old SVTs and old flip tops or whatever. Then I've been in studios where they've been in an ISO booth and you've mic'd it up and stuff, and they sound great. But most modern bass stuff is just DI'd, isn't it?
At this point, a not so modern bass. It's 40 watt Phil.
I'm as modern as they come, baby.
Hey,
up?
you all right, mate?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Great. Where's your pod? Come on.
I can't pick it up because I've got it all plumbed in. Like, hold on. This will be the easier way. I just need to hope nobody messages me anything inappropriate while I'm holding my phone up to a camera. There we go.
Do people message you inappropriately anyway?
Yes, all the time because my friends have no tact. They have no chill.
So what's going on with that? I don't understand how you've got that rigged up. You've got the new Dumble.
Yeah, so I've got the Dumblifier. My guitar goes into the Dumblifier.
Yeah.
It goes out of the send in the Dumblifier into the pod, and then stereo out of the pod back into the Dumblifier. So the pod is in the loop. I'm not using the amp at all. I've got it on the tube preamp and set it as clean as possible. And I'm just using the effects, which are so minimal, barely usable, because this isn't a pod 2. This is a pod 1 circa 1994.
Nice. Vintage.
Yeah. And so I basically did get it for free after all the headaches of getting it, like you said. So,
and now you can do a video on it.
We'll see. It sounds surprisingly really good. Like no tweaking. I can't really do anything. There's compression, tremolo, 2 choruses, 2 flangers, rotary, and delay. And then there's delay with all of those other things that aren't delay. And that's it. That's all you got.
Yeah, and it's quite inspiring, isn't it? Not deep diving.
Yeah, one knob. It's a one knob control. That's it. I don't even know what parameter it's actually tweaking on some of these effects.
I really like the trem. The trem in there sounds really good.
The rotary is surprisingly good.
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Right, come on then. Should we get to
well, before you do, I'm gonna backtrack to one y'all were just doing about the graphic EQ for both guitar and bass.
Oh yeah.
I did comment down a little bit, so you were gonna get there eventually. The source audio EQ.
Yeah, the only thing about that is digital.
Yeah, it is, but it sounds really good. It's programmable, and it will do everything.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good shout.
Yeah. That is a good shout. That is a good shout. Wes, Digital Vipers Viper Club approves this stream. Awesome. Who's Digital Vipers Viper Club?
Well, I don't know, but we are approved.
Hey, awesome. I'm always in favor of being approved. Very few do.
Yeah, Jimmy, what's up? What's up, Jimmy? Walrus says, sorry, it was called Black Winter. Do you know the Black Winter pickup?
No.
I think it's a scene with Duncan, Black Winter or Black something.
It seems where Duncan's going to run out of words for pickups at some point.
Black Winter, yeah. So he said,
I'm looking at it now.
He likes it. So Walrus likes the Black Winter pickup, but he was thinking about pulling it out and putting a JB in there. What would you say?
Oh, I've got a JB and a guitar that I really like, but I'm going to share this, Jivey. You need to share this. I know that I would not like this Black Winter pickup immediately.
Well, Black Winter sounds.
Oh, that's hardcore. Oh, that's hardcore.
Look at the font for Seymour Duncan. I know I would like this pickup. Sorry.
You know that Vinny would love that in his what's that band he loves?
Oh, King Diamond.
Yeah,
King Diamond.
Yeah.
Play that in his King Diamond cover. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. Not for me.
The thing is, if you like that pickup, you're not gonna like a JB.
Right. That's the thing. JB is so much more chill. Like, hold on, I'm gonna look.
I think that is smiley face. JB is the absolute opposite.
They make it in a red and black zebra.
What do you reckon? I reckon that's 16K. Come on, 16K.
That's what I was going to look for. They do make it in a 7-string set as well.
So
specs
16K.
16K for the bridge, 13K for the neck. Yep. No. Sorry, I have nothing to offer this conversation because I would simply never get these.
Yeah, the thing is, so I stand by that. If you like those, you're going to hate a JB.
Yeah.
What?
A JB is going to be way too tame for somebody that plays those.
Well, JB for me is like 12.
I think it's even less than that.
I hate
Hold on.
JBs.
I'm gonna find it. I'm typing slow today, so Seymour Duncan's website. It says output. You can choose the bridge output. Oh, the bridge output 16.6K.
Is it?
Oh, I choked saying that. Oh, 16.6K. I do not feel like the one I have is that hot, but maybe it is.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Mm-mm.
They're too nasally.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
Not my favourite.
Yeah, moving on.
Boom.
Jimmy says try the DiMarzio Norton instead of the JB. Isn't the JB the same as the JB was? DiMarzio's version of the JB was the Super Distortion, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think it was. I know, but it's like DiMarzio's naming conventions don't really make sense because it makes you think.
I'm just looking for a cork to sniff.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
The Norton is a 12.6K. So
what is the Norton?
The Norton's a 12.6K.
I still like it lower than that, but
Jivey, when you sniff, you have to go the opposite direction.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you can't blow your nose if you're gonna snort corks. That's not how it works.
That's where I've been going wrong all these years.
Wes, Paul, tell me more about your love of Ron Ellis single coils. What do you like more about those than other single coils? They're just really, really good. They sound vintage. They're just like the clarity of them.
No, y'all, he likes them because he's posh, and they're $750 a set.
They're expensive.
I'm just kidding. No, they sound great by every account I've ever heard.
Yeah, everyone loves them. Everyone loves Ron Ellis pickups. I think anyone that's the first time I heard Ron Ellis pickups was Jeff McElwain, and he was playing through I think it was a PRS, and I normally don't like PRS humbucker pickups. Normally, there are some that I do, but he was playing through that, and it was just like it was the best PRS that I've ever heard. I mean, he's great as well, but
yeah, Jeff's a killer player. The only Ron Ellis pickups I've ever played are the ones that go in the Collings Julian Lodge, the Ellisonics.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that those had an actual like life-changing effect on me, how good those sounded.
Yeah.
So that guitar in general was like a key moment in my life where I played that guitar and I was like, oh, I get it. I still don't know what I got, but I got something.
Yeah, Ron makes great pickups. And everyone talks about it's the same with who's the other really expensive. So I shouldn't use throwback. I shouldn't use the word expensive. Because premium. That's a much better word, because the thing about Ron Ellis is you might go, wow, well, how come a Ron Ellis pickup is £350 for a humbucker, each humbucker, or $350.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, well, because he treats his staff right. He builds them. I think Ron's in California, so his staff get paid well, medical insurance, all that sort of stuff. It costs a lot of money to do stuff.
Yeah.
And the quality of the products that he's making. So if you want the best, you go to Ron, or you go to Throwback.
Yeah,
and he's and they're not outsourcing production.
No,
to where production is cheaper.
Yeah. There's also, and speaking to Ron as well, there's also lots of people that use the pickups that you wouldn't believe, and yeah, put it that way. There's lots of signature models that actually have. That's what I'm saying about that. I'll probably get in trouble.
Have the pickups that you think they have. Yes.
Well, I mean, he's got a whole list of artists using their pickups and who they are. So, I mean, I could just rattle off the first 5: David Gilmour, Eric Johnson, Doyle Bramhall Jr., David Grissom, and Charlie Sexton.
Well, there you go.
I mean,
there you go.
Tone
it funny
hounds don't get much bigger, do they?
No, they don't.
And you say David Grissom, but it's you know, the DGT doesn't come with those pickups, but
Yeah.
I bet his does.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right,
Moving
Ryan.
on.
Ryan says Tony subjective for sure. Love my JBs. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is, you know, it is absolutely, yeah. It's
I've-
just personal preference, without a doubt.
I've played some great guitars with JB and gone, what
Yeah.
pickups are these? And someone's gone, oh, they're JBs. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even, yeah.
On some guitars, I think they really work.
I've got a JB in my SG, and I love that guitar.
Mhm.
Of course, I've that poor guitar has just been through it. I've done every conceivable thing I could do to that guitar. I've had it for a long time. I added the chrome covers or the nickel covers to I have a JB 59 neck in that guitar, and I added the covers, and of course they were microphonic. So I decided I would learn how to wax pot pickups and do it myself. So I wax potted those pickups so they'd stop squealing.
Ah, is a JB 59 different to a normal JB?
Well, I say JB, it's the combination. The 59 in the neck, JB, and the set they sell typically is JB Jazz. That's the combination a lot of people use. I didn't do that one.
Yeah.
Right.
Fran, please explain Tonic's preset update. Can I download a Rats preset, though I don't have your Rats amp pack? I do. Awesome. James, do you know more about it than I do?
So this is my understanding. Again, please don't shoot me if I've got this wrong, because I haven't spent a great deal of time analysing this, because I haven't. So up until now, what we have sold have been the amp captures, as in the bit that comes out the end of the capture process, and we bundle those together into a pack of usually 10, and they are 10 individual amp captures. What they are not is presets, as in they don't have all the reverb, delay, compression, blah 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 blah, all that data in them. They are just the captures. What you can now do is transfer your presets, which have the delay, modulation, reverb, compression, all that sort of stuff included. That is my understanding. If I am wrong, I'm sorry. And that, if I'm wrong, then the messaging from IK has been crap, because I have read it. It's just that. There you go. At the moment, no. If you want a Studio Rats preset, we haven't done any. All we've done is done the captures. So you can buy our captures. To be honest, I could probably tell you our preset within about 6 or 7 moves to get one of our presets, because Paul and I set up almost exactly the same. And I can tell you the delay time will be 400 milliseconds, because it just is. But yeah, so that's what I believe to be the thing. If I'm wrong, someone let me know.
Leonardo, talking about pickups, do you guys think PRS pickups from the SE version are exaggerated on the mids? I don't really know, to be honest. What do you think, Phil? Do you know anything about?
I know so little about PRS pickups in general.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm helpful there.
Yeah, the only PRS pickups that I like the McCartys, the old McCartys, and the 5815 LTs. They're really good. Apart from that, I'm not a massive fan.
What were those ones you picked up at the auction?
They
were amazing.
I think they were 5815 Bernie Marsden ones.
That's the ones, yes.
I didn't try. I don't think I ever tried them. I think I just sold them as soon as I bought them. And someone bought them. Who bought them? Someone.
It wasn't me.
Someone we know bought them.
Yeah. Someone from the chat.
Yeah. There's Phil's.
We got that.
Yeah.
Alsa, what about trying the Boss EQ 200 pedal?
That's another one.
Yeah.
Digital EQ, but it sounds really good.
Fran, How would you like the Tonix hardware software go further to make choosing a quad cortex less needed? How would you like the Tonix hardware to go further to make choosing? Okay, so I'm guessing saying is what would you like to see from the Tonix hardware to stop you buying a quad cortex?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what I got out of it.
I'd like to see more detailed effects, because that's pretty much it. And the more detail in the effects editing, and the ability to run 2 captures at the same time.
Mm.
Better effects. Better effects.
Yeah, that's especially with the 2.0 out of quad cortex. The effects got a lot better. I don't know if you saw last week's episode of that pedal show, which is one of the few things in this world I watch religiously. They had Joey Landreth on, and even Joey Landreth is using a quad cortex mini on his pedal board now, but he's not using it for amps. He's only using it for reverb and delay.
Oh, interesting.
And tremolo and wah pedal.
Right.
Ah.
At this point, gentlemen, I mean, bow down to the greatness that is Vinny the Axe.
Too much.
Yeah.
There he is.
What's up, guys?
Hola, senor.
How are you?
Good. You might need to go up again.
Oh, does it? It's higher than it normally is. How about now?
That's about right. Is that right?
Is that good? All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay.
That'll do. You all right? All good? And you must have bought something this week.
I'm always buying something. So,
what'd you buy?
Well, I bought a drill press. And wait, it gets better.
Finally, somebody makes my week sound cool.
My guitar body should be showing up any moment. The new one.
Nice.
And I bought a drill press, not for the sole reason, because I could have used it in the past to drill out tuner peg holes and stuff, but I bought it to set the ferrules in the back of the Telecaster body. I normally build tremolo guitars and or 6-screw tremolos or hardtails, but never a telly. So I have the punch that sets the ferrules in. Mm-hmm. So I bought a small drill press, not realizing that I don't think it's going to be able to go. The body's not going to go in deep enough to reach the damn thing.
Yep.
And I'm like, I cannot believe this. So whatever, I'll deal with it. I'll find somebody. I'm not returning it. It's a nice little drill press, and I don't want a huge drill press in the shop. I don't drill enough stuff to warrant it. You know,
I get the feeling you'll start.
So anyway, I did hold on. So I did finish the logo and the tuning keys.
I saw the vid. Nice.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks great.
The position is spot on across 1 and 2. That looks really good.
Yes, that really works.
I moved it around a bit to try to work out where I was going to place it.
You nearly swore a lot during that video, though. It was really funny. I could sense you holding back, going, bloody.
It folded up on itself, and I was ready to trash it. And I said, let me just have some patience. And I have extra, and I'm like, let me see if I can just unroll it. And I actually did in the end. And I'm like, wow, I cannot believe it. And it didn't get wrinkled or nothing, which is great. Nice. I had the set of tuning keys.
Nice.
Because I had bought these by accident. I seem to do a lot of this. I had a reverse headstock guitar, and I ordered these, and I forgot I needed to buy lefty tuning for reverse. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just keep these in the event of the future I need them. And sure enough, man, this worked out great. This has the universal bracket, so you don't have to drill any holes.
Oh, nice.
And here's the secret. Ready, everybody out there? Is you don't want to drill holes to put the tuning keys in there, because then all the tone leaks out.
Is that where it goes?
It leaks out, yeah. So I don't know.
It's either there or when the smoke from the back of your amplifier.
Yeah,
one or the
other. Smoke, yeah.
So what's cool with this is it's a graduated set, so I might not have to use a string tree.
Oh no, I can look at that and tell you don't need a string tree. You're good.
Great idea.
So
it does look like it's big because the headstock's dipped, doesn't it? Hope you don't. But it's funny like how lots of manufacturers don't use string trees.
So this should be pretty good. And the clear I used over this, the satin clear to semi-bury the decal worked out great. I wasn't sure how it was going to work, because usually I do gloss, but that worked out really cool. So
nice.
Now you need to amber it, and then you need to distress it.
Well, no,
Yeah.
no. We're trying to keep it all modern. Yeah, we
Oh,
you want distressed? I got distressed. Here's
it can be modern distressed.
distressed and depressed right here.
I know.
Really?
There's a part of me that wants to buy it from you and do it myself but I need another project. Like I need more holes
I
in
know.
my head.
You know what would be cool? And here was everything. I fixed everything on it. Got everything good.
Mhm.
It just was as soon as that new neck came in and I put it on here, I'm like, it doesn't go. That brand new looking neck does not go with this body.
Yeah, it needs a beat up neck.
Yeah, and I wasn't about to beat up a $400 and something neck.
No.
So I was like, no, I think I don't know.
You know what I really want to do though? I really want to buy it from you and send it to my buddy in Tennessee who does guitar refinishing and be like, mask off the Coca-Cola part and then just do like a weathered, beat up Olympic white over the rest of it and beat that up.
That would look cool. It looked like the paint flaked off of it. That
Exactly.
The other thing that I almost want to say on it is I've got the Neely Gilmore, and the body is horrific, but the neck's really good.
Yeah.
And a Strat neck on that telly body might look really cool.
Oh my God, you're gonna put a vintage Strat neck on a body.
I also
send it to him.
Telly works on the Strat, not the other way around. Strat neck looks rubbish. I think.
I think I disagree because I used to think that, and I still don't like the big headstock, but the Kingfish Telecaster has a Strat headstock, has the big Strat headstock, and normally I should hate that, but I don't hate it. I don't know if I love it, but I don't hate it. Anyway, so I did have something new since the last time we chatted. I'm gonna share it real fast. Can you even see it? No, and I'm not picking it up. But my deluxe reverb came back from Alessandro.
Oh,
so
nice.
It is now. So it was, for those of you that know the saga, some of you will, some of you won't. I sold my deluxe reverb and UPS smashed the cabinet. And so I got it back, refunded the buyer. UPS insurance paid for it. And so I figured, well, I've got it back now. It's in a brand new cabinet from Mojo Tone. I was like, well, I thought about sending it to George Alessandro to have him hand wire it because, he does that service where he'll take the reissue amps, pull out all the circuit and hand wire. So I did that. So I got him to hand wire it, upgraded the componentry so it's using the top stuff that he would use. I didn't have him change channel 1. I wanted it to stay like vintage spec. And I like it, but it's also weirdly louder. Like it stays clean way longer than before. I used to be able to get it up to about 5.5, 6, and it's starting to break up. And I got to get it to almost 8 to get that break up now.
Wow.
It's so much louder. I don't know why. The transformers are the same.
I was just going to ask you if you changed the transformers.
Nope. Transformers the same. Speakers the same. Just hand wired and upgraded componentry. Tubes are the same. It got louder. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? You're going to keep it or?
We'll see. I'm going to do a video about it, and then we will decide if it is going to stay or if it's going to go. It's probably going to go because I don't really have a need for it, and I've got the Benson in the house now that's right next to it. I've been running them in stereo and dual mono, and the Benson just sounds better. It just sounds better.
Well, I decided to keep my Gibson custom shop.
Did you?
Single humbucker one?
Yeah.
I pulled it offline, and I'm like, I'm just gonna play it. So that's what I've been jamming on the last few weeks.
Good. That gives me more time to save up.
Yeah, it's a killer guitar. I put the Music City bridge back on, the compensated bridge, and I like it because it doesn't look too far off from the original, which is cool.
Yeah. Love it. It's so good. It's so good.
That's nice. I like that.
There's without a pick guard and without a neck pickup, there's so much blue.
I know.
It looks naked, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it plays great. The action on it's awesome. It's just fantastic.
Yeah,
It really is.
I like that a lot. Hey, I've sold my I sold my special.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I sold the Les Paul special. He's
So what
coming
are you
on.
gonna get? What you gonna get?
Oh no, I don't know. Actually, that was one of the things I was going to ask. I was going to ask what I should get with that, because I've got the Friedman with the twin P90s that I just
So-
absolutely love.
Because we've got quite a lot to get through tonight.
Let me show you again. Hold on.
Got him. Yep. I love that. I really love that.
Yeah.
So good. I wish I could show you.
pretty.
Wish you could see the check-in on the body.
I love that color.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a great
It
guitar.
reminds me of my telly a little bit.
Yeah, I've got an orange sparkle telly with checking. I think you're right though, Jivey, just because I'm looking ahead. We're gonna come back to that special. So let's
So
forge ahead.
a couple of things I want to talk about. So I've had an interesting customer service. What's the word I'm looking for?
Experience.
Yeah, experience, right? So here's the thing. So again, it's not particularly guitar related, but this is more to do with a particular response I got and the way this particular response made me feel. I bought some flight cases, not expensive, high-end, super mega flight cases, but what I'd refer to as Chinese flight.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Couple £100 each, bought 2 of them. You know, fully locking wheels, all the normal stuff, just for some lights and stuff. One arrived and one of the wheels was smashed up. So it functioned as a wheel, but it was like kind of,
Got it.
So I emailed the company, and I'm going to name and shame at this point. It was Bax Music, who have been, well, I thought they were Belgian originally, but I think that was when they went belly up last year, and then they come back, and now I think they're based in Margate in Kent.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, but I think that's to do with kind of warehousing and kind of distribution and stuff like that. Because they do, I mean, they are a huge company. Okay. They're not as big as someone like Thomann, but who is? But they are a big player, So I, being me and knowing the full well, that if you send an email that goes, "Hello, I've got a problem with my thing, it's broken," you're going to get an email back saying, "Can you tell us exactly what it is?" So I was like, right, it's the wheel. I need the replacement. Don't ask me to send the whole flight case back. That's pointless. Just send me another caster. It needs to be this width by this depth by this height. So after being told to report it to their spares department, who would get back to me, and of course they didn't, I then sent an email saying, politely, "I'd like to get this sorted. Again, here's all the information, yada, yada, yada." For which I get this back. And this is the bit that really annoyed me. "Dear James, thank you for your reply. Thanks for the detailed info. So it sounds like you're on a mission to get those wheels sorted. Unfortunately, the Palmer cab casters won't fit. Current setup, blah, 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 blah." To which I responded with, "Hi there." So, and this is after being given the links to their spares department and them ignoring me. I said, "Well, clearly that didn't work. I've heard nothing to the email I sent to your spares department since on the 30th of March. I also find the line from your previous email, 'It sounds like you're on a mission to get those wheels sorted,' highly insulting. Sorry, but if you purchased a product new and it was damaged, wouldn't you want to get it sorted? Technically, this is a dead on arrival product. You should be sending me a new case and then collecting the broken one upon return. But I did the honest thing and tried to get it sorted the easy way by taking the time to replace the broken wheel." I think that is probably one of the most insulting customer service emails I've ever read. You're on a mission to get this sorted. No, Sherlock.
I think, I don't know. I think you're possibly taking it the way that I don't know.
Possibly.
I don't know. I mean,
really sorry, Mr. Ivy.
It was a poor choice of words and a sentence to send to somebody. It just doesn't. it has nothing to do with anything. It's ridiculous.
But what
Yeah.
they should-
That's
bottom line, though, what they should be doing is sending you a replacement, collecting the old one, and fixing the old one themselves, and it sells as a scratch and dent.
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's the way this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just you don't get it. Okay, it's not one of the most expensive products you will ever sell. That's not the point.
Nope.
I've bought £5, £5 items, €5 items from Toman and had way better customer service than that. And that's who backs are pitching themselves against. Toman. They're in that space, or they'd like to be.
right.
Sorry, backs. The irony, of course, is that as we've been on air, I've had an email from them saying, yes, we're shipping you 4 new wheels.
There we go. I don't know. I can
Well,
see.
I now
can
have to
imagine
be the
you
case
use
part
the
where the
plane.
new wheels fit, because they're not going to be the same ones as came on it. They're going to be full flight.
And today, kids, we learned don't offer to fix things that are shipped to you that are broken. Offer to send it back and get a new one. Just do that.
Yeah.
Right. So what
You
else
try
we
and do the right thing. Jeez.
Don't
Right.
forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, all that jazz, please.
I've already done it once. Well done, Vinny.
Vinny.
It's rubbing off. Okay, boom. Here we go. Let's get back into it for a little bit.
Walrus, and yes, I like scoop mids. There we go.
Oh, Seymour Duncan pickup humbucker, the 78.
Yeah,
78. You
I
can't
have a
go wrong with
78.
you can't go wrong with the 78.
It's a
If
great
you don't like
pickup.
that JB mid honk thing, like I don't. The 78 sounds awesome. So
Hey, isn't that the Eddie Van Halen pickup?
Yep.
yeah, it's kind of based off it. Yeah. So
Nice.
and they make it used to be just a custom shop build from Seymour Duncan, but now it's a production run.
Oh,
And it's a great sounding pickup.
And it's good. Yeah, I bought the production run. It sounded great.
In fact, that's what's in this pick guard.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so if you want to go for that classic sound, that's the pickup to get. The Black Winter, I was listening to you guys on the way, and I know that's a mid scooped high output pickup, and so is the JB actually. Yeah, so 78.
Phil, that guitar's got a problem, mate. It's got no body and no neck.
Well, it does. It's just they're over there. It has a different pick guard on it right now.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. There you go.
Evening, JP.
Hello.
Josh, good shout. Whoever mentioned the Bareface, which of their cabs do you recommend? I need to check these out. The only ones we've ever tried are the active ones, whatever they're called. They're very good.
Couldn't
The
imagine.
ones the one that were mentioned up in the
Yeah.
Walrus, Mr. 40 podcast, a very similar voice to someone named George Gammon.
If it's the George Gammon that I just looked up when I read that, we are definitely not the same person. He's a red pill economics guy, and definitely not me.
Okay.
Well, I mentioned towards having enough to get a Tone King Imperial preamp. Hiding it from the missus will be interesting. Nice. Don't hide it.
No, don't hide it.
Hide it in plain sight. That's the trick.
Hide nothing.
Yeah. Or let's normalize having healthy relationship conversations around money.
Yeah.
Doopy-doopy-doo.
Honestly,
Blind Gaz. Gaz says, what do the Boss Katana and the Earth have in common? There are too many knobs on it.
Yep. Facts.
Amen, brother.
Oh yeah. Steve, Walrus is Walrus, a good mid-heavy pickup, works great with scooping amp mids and leaning towards metal. I recommend a Super 3. Cool, the metal boys are out today, aren't they?
Yeah.
Nice. Martin, where's that 57 Les Paul TV special Murphy Lab Paul? You sounded killer when you played that a few months ago. That's sold. It's on the
See,
wall.
I told you that was coming back. That's why we're gonna move on.
Now I see. Yeah, that's
on
the. It got sold today. Was it today, James?
Yeah, we woke up. Yes, we woke up this morning to it gone.
See, it woke up this morning. It sounds like a blues record.
you got the Hoover, man.
No.
You know,
Was that?
I said
that
you
Vince?
got the Hoover. I love my Nick Huber, man. You know what I mean? I honestly didn't even have to keep my Les Paul custom. I just could be happy with that, honestly.
And I've got another Hoover coming, so it's like I don't need that. And
What the hell is that? That looks enormous.
It's not that big.
it's enormous.
It's not very big at all.
I
Hoover.
couldn't see the body behind the mic. It looked like all it was neck out this. It looked enormous.
No.
Right.
Nice. Yeah, boom.
Hello, mate. He said, think they're getting the Boss GX10 and leave the older GT1 for my bass, which leads me to think, aren't bass pedals a gimmick? It's just a guitar with lower frequencies. It can, it can't mess with the pedal.
Yeah, it won't mess it up.
No,
yeah, it won't mess it up. But there are very specific bass effects, and bass effects are like overdrives, compressors are different to like a guitar overdrive. Just
a bass compressor is certainly different to a
Yeah.
compressor.
Well, like fuzz, overdrive, distortion, when you use those with bass, you don't have to because there's lots that don't, but it's highly recommended to have something that has a clean blend, because if you start adding all that distortion, it's going to roll off low end, typically in a typical guitar overdrive or fuzz. And so you lose a lot of your low end fundamental. And in the things that you don't, like a fuzz face that has a ton of low end, it gets a little hard to control. So yeah, they do things just a little differently.
And modulation tends to be a little different.
Yeah.
So bass chorus is not the same as a normal chorus. I know theoretically it shouldn't be because chorus is just a delay, but there's some.
Where you going, Maverick?
Yeah.
You put your flight jacket on. Are we taxiing down the runway? What the hell? Oh,
it was tough. I was sat in here this morning and it was really cold in here. I went outside and everyone's like in shorts and t-shirt and I've been freezing my.
We're too close for distortion. Switching to fuzz.
That is still the best YouTube video I've ever heard of all time. The pilot who said when there's a flight of F-18s coming and the airline pilot goes too close for missiles, switching to guns, and the air traffic control guy comes back and says that's probably the funniest line I've ever heard. Anyway,
Al says, how you getting on with the Amplifier, Phil?
It sounds really, really great. I had to take a little time to dial it in and figure out a few of the quirks of it. And I hate to say, I leave it on that ethereal reverb all the time. Like I don't. Yeah. It just sounds so good.
Such a good reverb.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna build like a completely stupid stereo ampless rig with it and like be as ridiculous as possible.
I loved Al's video on it. Maybe want to go buy one.
Yeah, it's good. It kind of makes me wonder if I need my fractal anymore.
What the hell?
It's smaller. It's more affordable.
In my side. No fractal.
I love the fractal. I absolutely adore it. But guess what model I always end up just going back to on it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
I need to try one in the studio as opposed to at NAMM.
Yeah.
In view, I know you guys like the FR bareface cabs, but thoughts on their smaller guitar cabs? We've never tried them, to be honest, so we can't give an opinion. But I imagine
got an invitation to go down there and do the factory tour and stuff.
He was going to send some more cabs.
Yeah,
I've heard their bass cabs because Dave from the Bros Landreth plays them for bass, and he's got a spectacular bass sound.
I mean, it only took us 4 years to actually get hooked up with the guys from Bareface, and it's actually to come to fruition. Maybe that's what we should do for the 300th episode.
Oh my gosh. Also, I think their cabs just look spectacular.
And they are built phenomenally well.
I would love to get 2 of them just for my quad Cortex.
Nice. Walrus, I ordered the Black Winter with black words because I didn't like the white font. Good move.
Yeah. Amen.
Good move. Jimmy says the JB is around 330 MV output.
Yeah, but we were talking in kilo ohm.
Yeah, that's resistance as opposed to voltage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dixie, how can pickups be EQ differently? I understand output differences, but EQ.
it's all to do with the winding.
How it's wind, how many times it's wound, the type of wire that's used to wind it, the type of magnets that are used for the pickup itself. All of that lends itself to EQ.
They're even and uneven wound.
In fact, that's something to mention. I am buying a pickup winder and a bunch of gear to start making my own pickups. I want to. I don't know if it's anything I'll ever like make to sell, but I want to do it. And a buddy of mine was getting rid of his and some other odds and ends and a bunch of magnets and base plates and wire and stuff, and he gave me a really, really good deal on it, so I could try it out. And if I hate it, I can get my money back selling it off.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you know any guitar players who are going to try them out?
Yeah, I know a few.
Nice. Revival, can I have a little rant about those protective covers over the pick guard with brand new guitars? Is it just me, or are they so finicky to get off? Now I have plastic residue under screws and pots. It's true. I had I bought a pick guard the other day for that Obsidian Wire video, and it had two on it. It had two layers.
Yeah, I just had a new pick guard not too long ago that had 2 layers of plastic. I pulled the one layer off, and I'm looking at it going,
yeah, it looks weird.
Why it's not shiny? I was like, not that I wanted it shiny, but I'm like, and all of a sudden I hit the corner of it. I'm like, there's another layer of plastic on here. I think they're doing that so they don't come loose during transit or whatever. But
no, it's so that when you get ready to sell it, you can still say it's still got the plastic on it.
Oh my God, I can't stand that.
The only time I've ever been glad that anything has plastic on it is back in the days of Tandy, or Radio Shack, as you guys called it. If you ever bought like a metal box to do a project on, it would always be wrapped in that kind of dark blue, really tight wrap cellophane stuff that you could draw on instead of drawing on the actual metal itself.
Yeah.
And that was when it was good. But, you know, I'm not at university anymore and I don't have to worry about that sort of stuff. And B, Tandy hasn't existed for quite a number of years now over here. I don't know about Radio Shack over there, but
yeah, the best thing to do is, Rack, is I would just suck it up and take an afternoon when you're going to change your guitar strings and take the knobs off and, you know, and back off the nuts on the pots and everything, and just take all that stuff off, man. This way it doesn't drive you if it drives you nuts, obviously you ranted about it here. So like me, I can't stand that. So I'll take my time and get rid of it all.
There you go.
Whereas I'm not that guy. I'll go, there's still a bit of plastic on there, and I've had the thing 5 years.
Yeah. I've got a guitar that still has the plastic on the pick guard, and I really need to take care of that.
Yeah, so we've done that because that was covered in the last.
Yeah, Rack Revival, we'll stop doing that at the same time we stop having to use soldering irons to change pickups.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been soldering my butt off. But
nice, that's pretty.
Yeah, this is a Rock Rabbit plate, and it has the angled switch, but the volume is moved about 3/8 of an inch further back, so you can actually get your hand in there, which is kind of cool. So I did the basics until the body gets here. I can't really do anything else. But
and you've done all the copper shielding and the work.
Yeah, copper shielded it. Yeah. I'm not going to put the treble bleed in this. I decided not to this go around. I'm going to try it without the treble bleed first and see how I fare. You know.
Nice.
You know what? It is 2026, and they still have not put the cereal in the cereal box with a Ziploc strip on the top, which pisses me off. Why can they not put a Ziploc strip on the top of the cereal bag so that you can actually seal the damn thing?
So we've got a million of those plastic clips.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have to do that. You're paying like $9 a box of cereal. They should have like a Ziploc thing on there.
You know what does have the zip on the bag? The generic cheap bag cereal that you buy at the store.
There you go. See?
Anyway.
Not over here.
Pet said 52 Ron Thorn Master Built Telly on guitar for $4,999, down from $6,999. Thoughts, gents. I've got it, James. Do you want to switch me on?
Yes. When you go over, because at the moment it's us.
There you go.
Boom!
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, I like that a bit too much.
That's a spicy meatball.
I'm just going to bury the comment or
Yeah.
the text line because oh,
it's the perfect weight. 666.
it's
That's
the
what
weight.
they're saying.
It's the weight of the beast.
The
Yeah, I don't know,
Devil's
man.
Telecaster.
You plug that in and start playing it, and a plane's going to crash right into your house when you're jamming on it.
I mean, you have to almost buy that guitar just because of that. Jeez. Now, is that got an arm carve, or is that just?
No,
It's just wear.
drawn.
Just wear.
Just wear. It looks like I mean, it looks like a 7¼ inch radius to me, but from
Did the page have the spec?
I don't know.
Oh, look at that!
Now, here's something I'll tell you. They're not making any more Ron Thorn master built Fender Telecasters. So,
Are they not?
He's not with Fender anymore. Isn't he making his own guitars now?
No, that's
No, yeah, he left 2 years ago. Ron Thorn left 2 years ago because he has Thorn guitars.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look. What is the?
It's got twisted tellies in it.
51U. So, Pet, just be aware it's a big neck.
Yeah, that's a chunky neck.
That's a baseball bat of a
That's
neck.
like the one that's on the Richie Kotzen guitar, and that's why I got
Yeah,
rid of it. It was too fat.
It's the same neck that's on my Pablano Strat.
That will never ever move.
No, and I like them. I like it is okay. So
It's a
7.25.
compound.
Yeah, compound. That's really nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking guitar. I even like the wear on that one. It looks good.
I mean, I appreciate we're in the zone of those who like relics as opposed to those who don't.
Well, it was
as we all do. Screw the rest of you.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
I
we
think.
Yeah,
I mean,
here's my thoughts on that. If I wanted to buy a custom shop, not even a master, but just a custom shop like I have, and it was like brand new finished with no just brand new off the production line, I don't know. To me, it just has the same vibe as just the really standard line. I wouldn't even want it. I don't know. It's just something about it.
I really like that.
Completely agree.
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
I just decided to see how much it would be for shipping to the US.
$350.
Well, first thing I did was indicate my location, and it took all the VAT off of it. So I could get this shipped to the US for $42.64.
Really?
GBP.
But then would you have to pay import duty?
Pay import duties and also
No, I don't know. I don't think so because it was
that
made
gone
in the
now?
United States.
Well, I recently sold a guitar and shipped it over to the States, and the guy had to pay import duty.
That's interesting.
And it was a US guitar.
Oh.
And I've had to sometimes. I haven't had other times. I never know anymore, especially lately. I have no idea. No clue. But $42.64.
That's good price for that guitar.
That's a really good price for a master build.
And it came from the States, so sure it's going back to the States. Actually, that's probably why, isn't it?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna throw a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
It has.
That's a $5,700 master built guitar, by the way, to buy in the US from UK to ship over here.
57. What you can buy that guitar? You could buy the equivalent of that guitar. For
that's the price conversion. 4,200 GBP. That's $5,700 master built. I could not buy a master built in America for that price.
No.
Wow.
The only thing I would say is Ron. If as Phil said, Ron Thorn left the custom shop 2 years ago. Oh yeah, wasn't there some controversy over that?
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring that up, but yeah.
Oh yeah, and then he started doing stuff for Iconic or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, they've had it for 2 years. Why have they not sold it?
Because it's got a baseball bat neck.
I love it.
or maybe guitar. Is it guitar?
Yeah, guitar.
Have just been offered a whole load of stock,
Oh yeah.
dirt cheap to move it on, because we all know there are so many gazillion guitars in the system at the moment. You know,
Yeah.
Fender have got so many guitars in stock that they can't make any more guitars because they've got nowhere to put them.
Yeah.
So maybe they've just said, right, let's ship a whole. Say, if Ron Thorne is no longer part of the Fender Master Build team, which he clearly isn't, let's get rid of all his stuff dirt cheap. Let's take a hit on it. Get rid. Now we all know that full well it does not cost Fender £5,000 for Ron Thorne to make a guitar.
Nope.
It might maybe in actual parts and time and labor and all that sort of thing, maybe £2,000. Let's be fair, maybe £2,000.
I was going to say $24.99, just to be gracious.
Fender are still doing very nicely, as are guitar. I bet you could push guitar for another 500 quid.
No way. No, you
I
can't.
don't think so. I
No?
don't think so, because not for the loss they're taking already. They're already at taking 2,000 off the top. That was a, what was it?
But if you use the coupon code James's price,
Damn right.
Anyway,
there is a premium attached to Ron Thorne's name.
Yeah.
He was the principal master builder at Fender, not just a master builder.
what you got there, Paul?
thanks, Vin. Thank you. Right, so this is the same neck. If you look at the neck, you can see from there.
Yeah.
There is no difference all the way down.
That's the 51U as well.
That's the 51U. It's a huge neck.
Look at the joint at the headstock. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
There's
There
no
isn't
dip
one.
as it goes down.
It's a huge neck. I personally love them. I mean, the bigger the neck, the better. Women and guitars.
A dip to a headstock, there's actually a dip.
Yeah.
Right?
Not with that bad boy.
That one had no dip.
Yeah, there's no dip. They're big. It's a big chunky neck. I would love it.
I'd like it. I'd like it a lot. I don't
Yeah.
know if $5,700 like it, but they're not making any more.
Nope.
Good. It's good
Boom.
investment. Bella Bloom. Yeah, actually, can we just go back to PetSec? I don't think you'd ever lose money on that.
No.
Nope.
It probably sounds damn good. I have the Twisted Telly set. It's nice.
I do too. A fantastic set of pickups.
Yeah, you won't lose money on that. You can't buy in even secondhand master builds, a master build that isn't that sought after. You'd still be paying that. So you won't lose money on that. Bella Bloom, I have heard very bad reviews of noiseless single coils. They were all saying they don't sound as good. Even SRV, as far as I know, didn't use them. How relevant or true is this? I think all of us. Well, hands up if you don't like noiseless single coils.
I like one type of noiseless single coil.
What's that?
The lace sensors. They're not really noiseless, but
They're not really single coils either.
Yeah, I should take my hand somewhat down from that. Yeah, because it depends on which ones. If you talk about Fender noiseless, do not like them. I don't like them at all. Now, I have single coils that are mini humbuckers and all that stuff is a different story completely. But if you are searching for the Fender single coil sound, I would suggest just getting single coils. And if you don't like the 60 cycle hum, then there are alternatives, but just know that there's always a give and take with something. But if you're playing out, nobody's going to know the difference. Buy yourself whatever is going to make you not drive yourself nuts. Get noiseless singles. I don't think anybody's going to care.
And if you don't like single 60 cycle hum, move to the UK. We're on 50 hertz.
But I would say just embrace the hum.
Yeah.
Those Tone Rider pickups that they were single coil noiseless, and they were good actually. But I would say as a whole, I would never go out my way to buy a set of noiseless pickups.
The guy I sold the Silver Sky to contacted me. He's just like, hey man, I think there's something up with the guitar. It makes noise in only certain positions on the 5-way switch. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what do you mean noise? I said, is it in the position 1, position 1, 3, and 5? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, welcome to 60 cycle hum. He's like, what's that? Because he only has humbucker, so he didn't know.
There you go. Yeah.
Wow.
And he's playing through an EVH amp.
Oh!
You know what I mean? So it's
Wow.
probably nuts.
Wow. Tell him to get a Core Cortex with a noise gate on it.
Yeah.
Or just buy a noise gate pedal and learn how to set it.
Yeah.
Out Limits Rocks. Evening, gents. Gigging tonight at the local bowling alley. This stream is perfect thing to keep me in the mood. Nice. Enjoy.
Like it.
Dixie. Does JB stand for Jack Black or Joe Blogs? Well,
No, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. There we go.
That's Joe Bonamassa, isn't it? Because he's taken everything else.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Right.
No,
Next one.
it definitely does not stand for Jeff Beck. That is the official Seymour Duncan stance. It definitely does not stand for Jeff Beck.
No.
It does. You see, I've heard as well. I've even looked on things, and it says and they're listed as Jeff Becks.
Yeah, they are.
I'm going to double
From what I
check.
understand, he was playing that particular line for a while in a couple of different things, and that's where like the nickname of that came from. But it's unofficially, they can't officially say.
So it's like a nickname. Okay. Yeah.
The Seymour Duncan states the JB model stands for Jazz Blues or Jazz Bridge. While designed in the early 70s for Jeff Beck, the name was never intended as an official endorsement due to the lack of a formal agreement.
Interesting. Oh, so it's a legal thing. Interesting.
Yeah. It's definitely not Jeff Beck.
Oh, I see.
No, it's really for jelly beans.
Oh.
I like the Justin Bieber.
Julio Benitez. I don't know. It's like...
Rat Revival. Sorry if this is too off topic, but any Star Wars fans out there? If so, go watch the new Maul series. It's awesome. Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, it's on the list to watch for sure.
I don't know.
Yep,
Is
that
that
should be.
Disney?
Yes.
First 3 original movies, yes. The prequel, what was that? Rogue One, yes.
Rogue One is amazing.
And the show that leads up to Rogue One, which was Andor,
Yeah.
which I like to call Star Wars for adults.
Yeah.
And the rest of the stuff can go in the crap can as far as I'm concerned.
I'm going to add the animated. I know that it's hard for some grown
the
men to go back and watch
animated.
cartoons, but the
Yeah.
Clone Wars animated series is the best writing in the Star Wars universe. Bar
It's
none.
all John Favreau and the guy with the hat, whose name I now can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But people that know what they're doing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. And the best thing that ever happened was Steve. I always call him Steve Filoni, but it's not. It's the Filoni and John Favreau getting given Star Wars.
Paul's going to commit ritual suicide.
Yeah.
No one
I'm just keeping him going long enough before he actually explodes.
His face just turned 3 different shades of red. Look at him.
Buku.
And I'm sorry, but the Mandalorian is proper Star
Somebody
Wars.
get his blood pressure quick.
And I know now. I know why I can't sign back in. I can't control what's down because I'd just be deleting you all.
He's getting redder by the moment.
I've changed the password so many
I have
times.
to be the early warning Paul monitor. That's what I am. The early warning Paul monitor. Paul's ready to flip out. Like, okay, let's move on. Paul's going to kill someone.
Okay, right. So I'm going to put this one on, and then I'm going to ban Willie instantly.
He's never been, so he wouldn't know.
Willie. Well done, Willie. Good man. He's never. Yeah. Come on. Star Wars sucks according to Willie.
He's never been.
Right.
Never been.
The news.
Yeah, there's a few bits. Let me excuse me, hold on. No, it's that one, isn't it? We've been doing this years and I still don't know how to do this.
Do y'all want to talk about the news that's not the news while we're in this segment, since there's not a whole lot?
Oh no, there is news.
Okay, I know, but when you get done with the actual news, let's talk about the news that isn't the news. It's definitely not out there yet. Definitely
All
not
right,
out
yeah,
there.
You talk about that, and then we'll talk about. We will actually talk about the thing we want to talk about tonight because
Yeah.
I want to.
And I just
Here we
want to
go.
let you know that the 4 members of the King Diamond Band from the Them album got back together, and they're in a new band called Lex Legion. So check it out. New single out, just so you know.
Those look awesome.
Yes.
You know what they do? They just make me want the PV Wolfgang. That's
Yeah.
all they do.
You know what that reminds me of? The same stuff they've been putting out for the last 30 years.
I still want the purple one.
But they're more like the old. They look because of the quilted maple. They look like the EVH ones.
Yeah, they look great.
I like the purple one.
Oh, look
The
at
purple
that.
one's cool.
Look at that, great. I always wanted. I always wanted a proper EVH one, not the Axis. I always wanted one.
I had an Axis hardtail, and it had a rosewood top. And then the more I looked at it, it looked like wood paneling that would be in a room in 1976. And I sold it.
My office at work has wood paneling from 1967.
I thought these looked really good. So these are the new PRS Mango wood tops.
Ooh.
Now,
I like that red looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like. Actually, I like both of those.
They look good.
Oh.
Don't they?
7,000.
I hate mango fruit, but I apparently like the way the flamed mango looks.
I
They look
would.
good.
I could dig that.
So much so that I can't get out of it. Why can I not get out? There we go.
What's the price? for that?
How much?
Oh yeah. How much do we reckon?
I was gonna say I was saying $7,000.
I'm gonna go $6,000.
I saw it, so I'm not going to comment.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, about 6,000. Nice though. That one there's nice. That's really nice. Let me just look on this one.
It's F hole as well. That's
Oh, no,
nice.
it's one of the 3 pickups. No.
That one's got a hole in it. Is that scratch and dent?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open a venue and call it the F hole.
That'd be amazing.
Hey, Bad Cat Pure Pass. So this is Bad Cat's. I tried this out at NAMM. It's their load box.
Yeah.
Right.
It's completely analog. And it sounds great. I was really impressed with that. I was supposed to review it and they didn't send me one, so I don't know what's going on. I've upset them or something.
His surname's not Pierce.
Well, it wasn't because your last 2 Bad Cat amp demos sounded bad. That's what I can tell you.
That's true.
They sounded great.
Oh, the price ain't bad.
Yeah, no, the price is good.
Price is good. It's really good, and it's completely analog. There's no power. Just stick it in, and it's.
So it's like the old Marshall Power Brake, but it works.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really good one. I want to try one at some point.
Yeah. Me too.
Right.
Yeah. I'd like to get my hands on.
I like no power being needed. I like that a
great.
lot.
Yeah. Me too. But yeah, it sounded really good at NAMM. And also, one of you guys sent this, didn't you?
I did.
Was it you? Was it you, Phil?
Yeah.
So this is it's the new Misha Mansour Jackson.
I like that.
Do
I
you?
don't.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a Valiant.
When you first sent it through, I thought it was Paul's Valiant.
Yeah, it looks like a Valiant.
The Valiant.
Yeah, it is.
I just think the neck just looks ridiculously long. I know it's
Because it is.
I know.
Because
I can't.
30-inch scale.
Yeah.
What is it, like 27 frets or something ridiculous?
No, it's a baritone, so it's a 30-inch scale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's 22 fret. It's yeah. I mean, it's not for us.
Does it
though,
look
is it? It's not for us.
$9,000 good? That's what I want to know.
No, it doesn't.
Not for a Jackson.
I just remember James and I interviewed Misha at Guitar Summit, I think it was.
It was.
And I've never met a guy just so disinterested in stuff. In his own in anything.
In his own line of products, he could not give a flying.
He could not give a monkeys.
I kind of dig that, actually.
It's
I
almost
kind
like
of dig that. He's just like, it's a thing. We did something. It's fine.
yeah, but he's trying to promote someone's product.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he's really into cars, and it's Misha that's into cars, isn't it? I'm sure he is. And I think he just came across as bored with music.
He just came across as boring. Sorry, I know that's probably really bad, but
he just didn't want to be there. He just didn't want to. Anyway.
Yeah.
Some people don't have the personality for that stuff. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So and
I can cope with shyness. I can, shyness is absolutely fine, but like disinterested in anything, just wanted to go. I'm just like, I'm not really interested in this. That's the way it came across.
Right, I'm going to force this one upon the chat. And
we are not going to be able to do any more comments if we do.
We're doing very few. Actually, to be fair, there aren't that many more. To be honest, at the moment.
Okay, great.
So it has become very apparent in the last few weeks that. See, now there's a phrase I want to use, and then we're all going to go, yeah, and it's the sexualization of music. Now, we all know that if there's, this is the thing I can't get around in my head. In high tech and in music, everyone goes, oh, girls get a rum deal. Nobody books women for X, Y, Z. And yet, if a girl turns up for the job and she's every bit as good as the guy who turns up for a job, be it guitar, bass, drums, whatever, in the world as I see it, and that's probably as a middle-aged man, the girl will get the gig.
Yeah, but as she, not as she should, but if there's.
But if playing style is the technical ability, the personality, the everything is equally apparent, the person who will get the gig is the female because there's this push now in the industry that we're not giving girls enough of a chance to get jobs and to do this and to do that. That is the belief in the industry. And there's this big thing about, oh, girls aren't given a chance. Well, I'm sorry. Everyone goes, oh, why aren't there more girl engineers? Why aren't there more female engineers? And I'm going to use girl, female, woman as an interchangeable term. I call all women girls. I'm really sorry if that offends anyone. That's just a me thing.
Can you just preface this with this is all in your opinion?
Yes. But this bit is in my opinion. But so what's come out recently?
Before you gut my actual paying job and career,
but what's come out recently is that there are videos now going online, thanks to AI, where guys are playing the notes, let's say, and then they are having AI replace their figure and their bodies with a female form, because the sexualization of the industry says that men will click on a hot girl playing guitar than click on a guy playing guitar
because they will.
Every single time.
Let's put it this way: if I was a hot broad and my channel would have probably 50 times the amount of subscribers that it has now.
Without
hands down, bottom line. I don't care. We can argue that all day.
But how would you achieve that? And this is
how would I achieve becoming a hot girl? I don't think that's going to happen, dude. What?
No, but and this is where we have to define hot girl, and this is again very, very, very dangerous territory.
Can I just interrupt? Have you seen Plexico's? Now that girls have been mentioned, he's donated.
I'm just watching Jivey. I'm too busy watching Jivey try to make it through this minefield.
Cheers, Plexico. He said, it's been 1 hour, 22 minutes since my last super chat. Please donate if you can. Great content deserves support. No AI and no ladies. Cheers, Plexico. Thanks, mate.
So what I'm trying to say, so I had a I've taught drums for years, yada yada yada. So I've had 2 pupils ever who have been really, really good. And I taught this one girl since she was about 9 until she was about 13. And she said, I want to go to Brit School, which is, arguably one of the better music schools, performing arts schools in the country. And I said, so what are you going to do? She's going to do drums and ballet. I said, so I don't know anything about your ballet, but how you'll get in on drums. She said, I'm a good ballerina. She gets to 15 and I've got to be careful because this is going to make me sound like a wrong-un. But she's an attractive girl who is going to become a very beautiful young woman. And she says to me, I'm giving up drums. And I'm like, what? She said, I'm concentrating on ballet. I'm quitting drums. And I said, I think you're absolutely stark staring bonkers. Because as an attractive woman who could depth for me, she was a great drummer. You are going to work forever. As a ballerina, unless you are the next Darcy Bustle, you're going to be corps de ballet. You've got 4 years tops.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're going to blow your knee out. You're going to blow your knee out, and then you're going to be working at Burger King.
You are mental.
With no drum set.
With no drum set. And I was like, but what is it about the music industry that you don't want to do? And she said to me, it's full of blokes. And she's, of course, absolutely right.
Yeah.
Now, what's come out recently, obviously, so this whole thing that, say, Danny Sapko has done a great job of exposing various sites that are taking well-known guitar players and just feminizing them. And,
Can I just say, it isn't just guys, it's been girls that it's been copying, because it's like Sophie Burrell has been.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it isn't just guys that this AI has been.
Yeah.
Mimicking.
But what's happening now is it's come out today from a friend of mine who is a phenomenal bass player. He has reported back that the cellist who is currently on tour with the world of Hans Zimmer, she is being credited because she has a sample library. She is being credited on people's records because they've used her sample library. And she's getting tapped up for, hang on, I didn't realize you played with so-and-so, didn't realize you played with so-and-so. Well, when she's going, I didn't, and it turns out they've just noodled a bit on a MIDI keyboard and credited her. So people
when you say credited, do you mean like, because there are certain sample libraries you do have to credit?
But they're saying she performed on this record when she did not.
Featuring.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. No, that's
and it's completely. So basically, guys have cottoned on that putting a girl on a record or on a video will make them more money. And I think the industry, I think the industry needs to take a really long, hard look at itself. It's just got ridiculous.
I think the only thing that bothers me is really hard to talk about because you can get yourself in so much trouble.
We've got to be so careful, haven't we?
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to be because we are normal human beings, but we have to be careful.
I'll walk through this minefield real fast. Let me see if this helps you, Paul, because I think I might have. This is a thing I deal with a lot in actually some other work that I do. Representation and equity in workplace and in workplace situations, making sure people have equal shot at things. That's ultimately the definition of equity versus equality. They're two very different concepts. Equality says that we all have the same box to look over the fence and see what's over on the other side. And equity is letting people who are shorter have a taller box. It's the way I like to describe it to people. When you talk about minorities in spaces, or especially women, people of color, those kinds of things that are marginalized communities. I'm going to use a lot of buzzwords, y'all. I'm going to lose y'all some listeners here, and I'm really sorry. But when you're talking about it, it is a tricky subject and a line to walk, because at the same time that, yes, women in the music industry in particular have been ridiculed. They have been not taken seriously. They have been marginalized. That's really the definition. They've been pushed to the side, the margins, as it were. It's important that when opportunities come up, yes, skill should always be the number one factor. But because of that marginalization, you need to make sure they've had to work harder to get to where they are in those spaces, because they are marginalized, because they're not taken serious. Look at Grace Bowers. I don't know if y'all have seen what happened with Grace Bowers in the last 10 days. She's off. She is off YouTube. She has nixed all of her YouTube videos. She said she's not playing blues rock anymore because of the creepy old ass dudes that are all up in her comment section and listening to her music.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I have seen the comment section of my fellow content creators who are women. And when I tell you that I never have to deal with 1% of the garbage they get.
So, yeah.
I get surfed on all the time. It's just...
That's just me, Paul, in like 15 different profiles.
The thing is, there's two sides to it. And I'm going to use the phrase girls because I'm sorry, that's just a generic phrase that I use. There are the girls who realize that they are attractive and play up to it. And then there are the girls who are attractive. Larry Basilio, for example, she is a very attractive woman, but you wouldn't say, "Oh God, she's got where she is because she's hot." You would say,
you wouldn't. Someone has said that.
Yeah,
I guarantee she has gotten that.
I'm sure she probably has, but it wouldn't ever be from me. But she also, and this is going to sound terrible. This is going to sound really bad, and I don't mean this. We've got to be so careful with this. If
the opinions of this is not the opinions of the Studio Rats 40 Watt podcast, Void in Utah, Kansas City, and Missouri.
if a guitar player did a video, a female guitar player was attractive and did a video in lingerie, she would get 10,000 million more views than the one who did the same playing with the same performance, with the same figure, the same face and everything in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah. And they do that. They're just not on YouTube. There's this other site, James, you may have heard of, called OnlyFans.
OnlyFans wasn't supposed to be that sort of site, mate, when it's set up.
Yeah, but you knew, come on. Okay. Let's cut to the chase here. Do you know what percentage of the internet is porn?
About 99.99999.
It's not quite that high, but it's very, very close. A site with no restrictions on what you could do for people to give you money to do it. Who didn't know what that site was going to become?
So I'll tell you a very, very quick story on that. A friend of mine, someone Paul and I both know, he came to me a few years ago and said, "Oh, I'm getting out of the music industry. I'm writing software. I'm writing pay platforms for people and stuff." I went, "Oh, that's a shame. You know, the industry sucks. I don't blame you for getting out." Next time I saw him, he said, "Oh, I've come up with I'm writing a piece of payware code that a friend of mine started is using on a platform called OnlyFans. Have you heard of that?" And I went, "Yeah." Basically, the friend now has written the payment system for the performers on OnlyFans. He does not have to work again. Moving on.
Yeah, it's a minefield. It's complicated, and you're right. It's hard to talk about, but I'm actually a big believer in just being very frank about these conversations. It's what I do. And at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't disagree with me, that's okay, because I'm always on the side of treat people with respect and honor and love, and like treat people right. And if you disagree with me in the end of the day, in the way that, I want to make sure everybody's represented, that says more about you than me. And so, but we also recognize where we are in this human experience, and men are pigs and that they absolutely, there's a reason. Okay. If you start scratch new device, new email address, and you sign up for Instagram, brand new, and in your demographic information, when you're filling it out and you click that you are a male, and that very first time you click the search button, and you know how they give you the 16 videos to start with?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think those 16 videos on a brand new account for a person who clicks male are?
I bet they're all girls.
Yep.
It
is, and we surrender all of our controls to these internet entities that drive our brains and drive the content to our devices. And there's like a whole conversation I have about this. But that is, I'm not saying it's right, but that is human nature. And the vast majority of guys are going to click on a video if it's got a pretty girl, especially on the thumbnail. Do you remember the trend in social media for, I think it was a couple of years ago, where the thumbnail was a pretty girl, but the video had nothing to do with that?
Yeah.
They just wanted the click.
Right.
It worked. It absolutely worked.
But I mean, but the fact that now, so the fact that now people, thanks to AI and the technology we now have, and that the fact that we now all have access to ChatGPT and all these deep fake kind of algorithm type things, the fact that you can watch one of these things and it's going, and the person's doing, it's got no resemblance.
It's like Giacomo Turra.
Yeah. James, can you click on the bottom on the bottom comment, Graham?
Yep.
The very last comment.
Yeah. Hang on.
It's not the bottom. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. So Graham said, I can sum this up by saying the issue. It isn't the women, it's the pervy men and arseholes in the comment section. Right. And I'm going to counter that. And I do agree. I do agree with that. But what about I'm not going to mention any names here, but what about the female guitar players that are out there that are over sexualizing and not helping the situation?
See, this is where I was trying to go earlier, and thank you for bringing this in, Paul, because there are the female guitar players who are not necessarily all that great of players, but because they're trussing it up and putting it out there, they're getting gazillions of views.
I like that. That was good. I'm surprised your camera didn't move when you did that.
and the fact that I said to Paul the other day, I said, I've had a great idea for how to grow the show. And he went, what's that? I said, we get a girl. And the truth of the matter is, there are, as many, it's about 60-40 believed internet accounts that are male versus female. It's apparently 60% male, 40% female out there in the real world. Because, believe it or not, in the real world, there are more guys than girls. That's fact on planet Earth.
Didn't know that.
Yes, it's not 60-40, but it is slightly more guys than girls. It just is. I don't really know why. But trying to find we're nice people. We're not. I don't think we are the people who are driving this problem. I'd like to think we're not. But trying to find a female guitarist or guitar musician who will want to come on a live stream and, defend womankind, it's a tricky ask. Because I say, for example, when I was looking for an assistant, when we first had the children, I was looking for an assistant, and my wife said to me, "You'll book a girl. You'll hire a girl." And I went, "Why is that?" She said, "You just will. You get on better with girls." I said, "No, girls always leave the studio smelling of flowers and leave chocolates, whereas guys leaving it smelling of wee and farts," which is also true, by the way. And I did book a girl, and Charlotte was the best assistant I ever had, and she's gone on to really big things. She's now well in with Sony and high up in the Sony A&R department, and she's fantastic. And I don't regret for a moment booking Charlotte over the other guys. 99% of the people who came for interviews and auditions and whatever were male. And it wasn't that Charlotte was a female, it was that she was the best candidate by a gazillion miles. So when people say, oh, you only booked her because she's a girl. No, I booked her because she's the best. It kind of annoys me that then you go, well, why aren't there more women in the audio tech industry? There just aren't. Because traditionally, and with fighting millions of years of evolution here, women are the other side of the glass. They are the performers, the creators. They're not necessarily the techies. And if there are techies out there, there are some brilliant techs out there, female techs.
Definitely.
No, but there are. I've worked with hundreds.
You're almost there, though. You're almost there. Why? Why are women always seen on the performer side and not on the engineer side?
Please tell me, because then you can say it and not me.
No, there's.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess.
Okay,
they don't want to be. They don't want to be.
Why? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go through why.
You're gonna fight your 5 whys. Yeah.
Why?
I don't think I know what you're trying to get to. You're going to try and get to because men make it uncomfortable for women to be in a recording studio.
Yes, and they weren't allowed. It wasn't considered acceptable for so long. It just wasn't considered acceptable. It was a man's job, and they were marginalized and pushed out, and therefore that mentality is taken this many generations to break. I know it's really hard to remember because we're all just a little too young, but remember that it's been within the last 100 years that women can vote.
Yeah.
The first country in the world, the first self-governed country in the world that allowed women to vote, allowed it in 1917, New Zealand.
Yeah.
In the history of humankind, women weren't allowed to vote until the year of our Lord, 1917.
Tells you a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I only realized the other day I'd forgotten about the suffragette movement in this country and how and it was only when I was watching Mary Poppins, as in the original, it starts off with the children's mum being a suffragette.
Yep.
It's hilarious. You go, what the heck? Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah. And I mean, congratulations, guys. You have a woke channel. Sorry. I didn't mean to bring it, but
yeah, I don't believe it's a woke channel, but it's you got to be careful. I mean, I'm just sitting here going, can I say that? Can I say that? We shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to feel like. But there's definitely things that I'd like to say that I just go, do you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's and Jivey, I'm going to answer this because this goes back to your other thing, because there's a part of me that obviously wants to see equality and equity in all of these spaces and people taken seriously, regardless of their name any of the demographics that we need to protect a little bit. But the biggest thing is that also, if women do use that to there's myriad out there. You know what? Also, make your money. Do your thing. I refuse to shame anybody for finding success in the whatever non-illegal, maybe ethnically dubious, but not hurting anyone else way that you can do.
Yeah. I think my point is just that why. My point with this whole AI makeover thing that it's clearly doing is
that's a problem. That's a whole separate problem that's highlighting a different thing.
Yeah. If guys have decided that the way they're going to find success is to become girls, that's a whole nother ball game of society we have to deal with, because that's just crazy.
I would argue that a lot of that's some of the issue, but like Paul mentioned, they're not just taking guys playing, Sophie Burrell's having her playing ripped off and turned into this. No. That's not what it's about. They're trying to game the system to make money. They're not about copying for success for themselves. They're trying to make financial They're not trying to make themselves famous, because obviously you can't use somebody else's persona and make yourself famous. It's just money, and it's going to slowly all get shut down. All of that is going to end up being shut down. They just had the big case where the guy got sued by Spotify because he had created a bunch of AI music, posted it, and then created thousands of AI bots to listen to that music. And he had made $8 million on Spotify. Wow. He has to pay all of it back.
Oh,
and those kinds of this is in that same category to me. It's all under the same umbrella. It's all gonna get regulated at some point and realize, okay, yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I think there's some nuances there, by the way. I mean, have gotten wrong.
I mean, so guys, girls, I mean, let's face it, we know full well that it's mostly guys on this channel. I mean, you only have to look at the demographics for most tech or music channels, and it's 90% men viewing. It just is. Let us know your thoughts. If you think we're out of line raising this one, we want to know.
Can you highlight Amanda's comment at the bottom again, which is, I think Amanda summed it up perfectly.
Boom.
Amanda says, the real Amanda Coombs says, sexy guitar players are appealing to a fetish group, not actual fans of their playing, and shouldn't be compared to those players who just who play just to play.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
like for instance, if they got 50,000 subscribers, you don't know who those subscribers are. They might have, most of them probably have nothing to do with the stuff that we're into at all.
Yeah. It's creepy. It's just weird, isn't it? I just don't understand. I just
tune in next week when we talk about self-checkout and how I hate that.
Oh, mate, you've reached that age. If you don't like self-checkout, you've reached that age.
Listen, I role played that with my wife one day. I'm like, look, here's my opinion on it. You ready? It's like, let's role play. She's like, I don't want to. I'm like, come on. I was like,
that's usually not the role play your wife thinks like, you're talking about.
Role play. I'm like, hey, listen. I was like, welcome to Vinny's grocery shop. Did you find everything you like today? And she's looking at me. I'm like, just say yes so we can move on with it. She's like, so she's laughing. She's like, yes. I was like, great. You can purchase all these items that you selected, but first you need to mop aisle 5. Once you're done mopping aisle 5, then I will allow you to buy all this crap. That's what self-checkout is to me. If I got to be the register person and check the crap out myself, I should at least get a discount, right? You know, like for instance, I went to Lowe's or Home Depot, whatever. I bought paint, right? I bought a gallon of paint and I'm trying to scan it on the thing and it won't scan the barcode. So the lady who's standing there, working there, watching everybody self-checkout, who could just ring us all up, right? She comes over. She's like, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I can't get this thing to scan. It won't read the scan. She goes, you're scanning the wrong code. So she shows me this other little scan code on the bottom of the can or something off to the side. And I said, oh, and my wife's looking at me. I said, you know how I didn't know that? She's like, how? I was like, because I don't work here. That's why. I don't work here.
Whereas I'm with Basil down at the bottom. I'm like, no. I love self-checkout. The fewer people I have to interact with on a daily basis, the better.
It just takes the job away from somebody. It pisses me off.
I mean, so we'll plow our way through as many of these questions as we can.
And I think, James, there should be more female self-checkout girls. There you go. That solves the problem.
There we go.
self check.
You try and make this show highbrow, and look what happens.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a valid conversation to have. I'm glad Amanda was in the comments because she and I have talked about women in the guitar space before, and there's a reason so many don't do it, and there's a reason so many leave it. Guys, just quit being creeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the girl you were talking about that took down all her stuff. I would have just disabled all the comments and cleared them all out and left people to enjoy whatever it is that she creates and just don't have the comments. It would have been easier than just quitting and shutting it all down. Remember when I think it was Joe B got really mad that somebody talked about his hairline and he shut down all his social media for like a week?
I do remember that.
Yeah. And I'm thinking like, bro, you shouldn't let that bother you, man. Like a guy of that stature should really not let that bother him. Because I like
Can we agree? Can we agree that actually no. Let's move on. Let's move on.
What's crap is that we will start to say something and we're all trying to self-edit how other people are thinking, who are going to think what we say, and that's crap. We should just be able to say it, but unfortunately, in 2026, that's not a thing.
Can I read you my stupid comment of the week that I got?
Yeah, go on.
Please do, because okay. Back to tech.
So
we've got such a little bladder.
What's that?
Such a little bladder. He's
James, tiny bladder.
So I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but this is the comment I got.
It says, "Hey, I get it, but it's not a build; it's an assembly."
It's an assembly. So this was my response. I put, "Hey, I get it, and people don't actually rescue animals; they adopt them. Thanks for the info." So I did a poll response on that one. I you know what? And the thing is, I don't have the time to explain to somebody that if I type the video up as guitar assembly, no one searches for that. You know what I mean? I realize I'm not building it from scratch, but give me a break. Thank you for the hint. I had no idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
No.
Now James is gone. We can't do any comments because
let's talk about treble bleeds. I'm not going to put the treble bleed in. What do you guys think? I'm going to try it first without the treble bleed.
Yeah, Phil? Don't put it in.
No. Yeah, I'd never use treble bleeds. I
found it the last time I did it, and I kind of wound down the volume. And it retains the highs, but it kind of takes something away to the low end to my ears. And I don't know if it's just me not hearing it correctly or what. But yeah. So
for me, the whole treble bleed, I expect it to get a little darker when I roll back. That's a thing. I'm used to it. So, and then also, if you could do 50s wiring and not really need the treble bleed either. If you want to avoid a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, I think maybe the treble bleed's cool if you're playing country and playing a telly and you're rolling back the volume and you want to retain that highs. I guess that's cool. But like you said, if I'm used to when you turn down a Les Paul, it doesn't have a treble bleed in it, and it kind of gives you that you get a little bit of a darker, kind of smoother kind of thing going on. So I'll try it first and see how it goes.
Nice. Yeah, and there's also just to tie it into our previous conversation, you can't get the woman tone with a treble bleed.
Oh God.
I'll go again. Hang on.
You know what? At least this week wasn't about soup.
Oh, it could have been.
Yeah.
Paul, I bought. I think he said I bought your PRS pickups. Lovely they are. Nice one. Glad you're enjoying them, Paul. Bad Cat. Hello guys. Wonder which amp would be the amp if you only could have one and you had to choose between the Marshall 1959 modified, the Friedman BE, or other Friedman and the Bogner 104.
I'd say a Friedman, hands down.
Friedman.
I would say Friedman. I'm just trying to think, what would you go for, BE or another Friedman?
BE.
I love Friedman. I mean, that's a Friedman BE. That's a B100, and it's monstrous. The small box is great as well. It's a bit more ratty sounding. I mean, like punky sounding.
The I liked my BE Deluxe. I mean, to take it a whole nother level on, but
I even had the Runt, and I thought the Runt sounded good.
What's that?
I had the Runt for a while when that came out.
Yeah, the Runt was a cool one.
I don't think Friedman really makes a bad sounding amp. I would just go and look at what flavor you want, and I think you'd be happy. I mean, the whole idea of these Friedmans are really just all of his work that he did modifying Marshalls to get to those tones. So why chase your tail with the other stuff? Just go to the end result. The guy's already done the work for you. I like that. Not even endorsed.
Yeah. Although there's just, I'm going to add just the modified 59. There's just something cool about having a Marshall.
Oh, the modified 800 is
I prefer the 800s.
I prefer the 800 is a killer amp.
Yeah, it's a good amp. That. Yeah, we used them on that recording session we did. Marshalls.
We're just letting that comment linger.
Yeah,
just simmer a little bit.
Really soft. It's like nice. Wadey 1960 says, Phil knows what I bought and got this past week. It's glorious.
I'm trying to remember. I get told a lot that people buy. I get a lot of messages, and Wadey obviously is not the name I know you under from on a different platform. Oh no, I know what he's got. He's got the new 2-Rock.
Oh,
the little one.
Yeah, the Studio Overdrive. Yep.
Okay, nice.
If I remember correctly.
Nice.
Wes, my trem idea: create a floating trem that doesn't depress when bending strings. It only depresses when you use the trem bar, not when bending strings. I think that's possible. Wilkinson,
Wilkinson locking trem. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a trigger lock on your trem arm is what you need.
It's a really great design. That was brilliant. Well done, Trev. Judd, just a quick recommendation to your viewers. I got an Artist Stratocaster about 6 months ago. I highly recommend them. You gentlemen are the best. What's the Artist Stratocaster?
Artist series?
What? I don't know which one. I mean, what, an artist like a Malmsteen and a Clapton and a Jeff Beck? I don't. Yeah, let us know what you got, Judd. Yeah, tell us a bit more. Would like to know about that. Perfecto. Hello, mate. He said, hello, gents. Hope you're well. Necon, even gents, have you ever played a solid state amp that lifted your heart? No, I have not.
So the amp that my first ever amp was a Marshall Reverb 12, which was solid state, and I loved playing through that thing because you could crank the living out of it, and it would sound amazing because it was 12 watt, and that's all I knew at the time.
I love the Blue Guitar Amp 1. That's a solid state power section in that thing. And
it is, isn't it? It is. But
it's running a nanotube, Russian nanotube.
Yeah, because I guess it's got that little valve in it.
Yeah, I think that's I think hands down one of the best money I ever spent on all the gear that I spent in all these decades.
Yeah, that they do sound great. That's a fair point. Dixie, what unit model does the best Metallica style amp tone? I think any one of them. You can just anything from since they were built. I don't personally think Metallica has the best. Is considered to be a benchmark of tone. Would anyone say that?
Or you could just
isn't it?
You could just use the one they use, which is the Axe FX 3.
Yeah, that too.
That's what they use. So I would suspect it does a great Metallica.
Yeah.
Once you dial it in.
Once their tech dials it in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Rate Revival, Jivey, back sucks. The owners are arsehole and treat their staff shit. They also did horrible compensating customer who got unlucky with the whole bankruptcy. Oh God, is that I wouldn't buy from them then. They can stuff it. Not getting my money.
No.
Great story, James. Probably meant having a mission. Don't know what's.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, on a mission, having a mission.
Yeah.
Rack, everyone here in Netherlands hates backs. All the people who know better order from Toman. Back was big in the news here when the whole bankruptcy thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Rich, he said, going back to the EQ question earlier, I used one after the Helix to quickly EQ the room when gigging. Nice.
Yeah.
The only thing I would... Yeah, nice.
I used to always have to have 2 EQs when I ran a Helix. There was like one going in, there was one coming out.
Wow.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Willie, he says, lads, the video for the Spice Girls Mega Smash 2 Become One, although filmed in a London studio, was set in New York of places. Just a coincidence, I'm sure.
Was it really? I'm going to go watch that after we finish.
My first ever pop video that I ever worked on was a Spice Girls track.
What? Y'all had the question last week while I was gone. Your favorite Spice Girl. I feel like we've had that one before.
I worked on Who Do You Think You Are?
Oh wow!
Which was what I say when I went to when I worked at FAB. That was the first video we ever did.
Dacus, if you were only to ever play at home and could only have one, which amp combo would be all of your one and only?
The
God, matchless. Independence 35.
Play at home. Play at home.
I'm at home. I could turn it up really loud.
Yeah.
I'd upset my neighbours. I'm sorry, I would.
That's not quite amp. Play at home. I don't really know. Probably. I haven't really got any low powered amps. Oh, there we go. You still got that.
If I never needed a gig, this would be the amp. I would buy this in a heartbeat. It's 3 watts, sounds incredible, never gets too loud, overdrives really nicely.
A reverb.
It's got 2-knob reverb, so it's got a mix and dwell control for the reverb.
Nice.
It is, and it's got a really neat control on the power back here. It's the harmonic balance. So you can balance between even order and odd order harmonics.
Oh, that's
on the power supply.
But
it's Mark Bartel. He's a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see this one here? I would not use that one. Anyway, I would use my Blue Guitar Amp 1, or if we're talking about purchasing something, I would definitely purchase that Bad Cat that we heard at the show, Paul. I think you have that one. The
Mod Cat, the Mod Shop Hot Cat.
Yep.
So I really like that. That's cool.
So good. Yeah, that's my. Yeah, that would be my amp.
You know
You
what?
guys have any, other than the Boss pedal switchers, you have any experience with like an analog looper switch setup, like like the Gig Rig Quartermaster or anything like that?
No, the only one I've ever used, I've got both the Boss ones, the 8 and the 5, but no, that's the only ones I've ever used.
I'm thinking about getting a couple, one to run the effects loop, so I could put all the pedals in loops, and then one to run the loops in front of the amp. A manually controlled one, and nothing with presets or nothing like that.
Oh, great! Yeah, just get an ES5 or an ES8. They're great. You'll save a lot of money than buying like a gig rig.
Yeah.
So on the amp front, Boss Katana
for home.
Yeah.
So I know Daka's hardware. He's not going to be content with that. Not going to be content with that.
Hey everyone. Hey, I'm Ahmed. At Rack. I've got my KMA Audio SHA today. I'll let you know if it's good. Nice. Very nice.
Very, very nice.
Do you guys have any tips for easy yet effective fret polishing systems? I've used the D'Addario sheets, but was wondering if there's good alternatives. Yeah, I did a video on it. The
Would you guys like to do an open a box opening here live? I got
yeah, that is fine. It's Music Nomad fine polishing kit. Works a treat. Should we do another one just while Vinny's?
Yeah.
Jim, yeah, you would have to pay import duties on that guitar.
Yeah, I thought so.
Cheers, Jim. Cheers, Jim. Willie, is the emphasis of the O or E in controversy?
Is it controversy or controversy or controversy?
Controversy.
Yes. Oh, here we go. An actual live unboxing.
I've done quite a few of these for you guys.
Is this the body that's going to go on that neck?
This is the replacement body. Okay, let's see here. Oh, peanuts.
Send it back. It's broken.
All right, hold on before they spill all over me.
Oh, they do that just to piss you off.
And it's packed to the brim too. I saw it. It was like a solid sheet at the top.
All right.
Did you buy this direct from the manufacturer, or is this a secondhand one? Okay.
No, this is direct.
Because I was gonna laugh if it wasn't direct, if it was secondhand, and you open it, it's the same company you just had one.
Oh
yeah.
It's nice.
It's classic. It's classic.
So it's not what do you call it? It's not matte. What do you call that?
A satin.
satin.
Yes, satin finish, yeah.
But it's got the arm contour, belly contour, contoured heel. Looks great.
Nice.
What are you putting in? What pickups you putting in there? Because
I got the DiMarzio Chopper T and the Twang King going in here.
Nice.
So yeah, it feels nice. It looks good.
Very
I like the coloring on it.
Yeah, nice job. Is it nitro?
No, they use a poly, but it's quite light. Even the last poly gloss one I had, that guitar resonated really well, surprisingly so. So I don't know.
Nice.
I have to say this one's gonna be nice. I like the black back on it. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
So that should look awesome.
Willie, Ola is in Scotland. I'm away to find him for some Swedish meatballs with haggis and iron brew. Nice.
Ew, haggis.
Ugh.
Oh, I love haggis.
Oh my!
Are you
so
serious?
questionable.
Yes, I love haggis. Bella Blum, I've embraced Buddhism, but I never embraced the Dixie, Mark Nomad or Joe List. I don't know what's going on. Don't know who.
Joe List is an American comedian, and Joe Normand is I don't know.
It's Mark Normand.
Oh, sorry, I'm in a different tab. He's also an American actor and comedian.
Okay.
Happy Wednesday, Rat Pack. Hope everyone's doing well and having a great week. And you, mate. Blimey, Gary, check out the band, the Parlor Mall. I think you guys would like it. I would say it's blues rock. Nice, will do.
Cool.
Willie says, have you ever farted on stage and the smell has affected your performance? Or even a performance of a fellow band member?
Yeah. I have definitely dropped my guts and affected the bass player's eyes watered. It was.
I was at the airport on Saturday. Had a layover in Dallas, so I'm grabbing lunch. We're outside the Whataburger in the Dallas airport. Some of you listeners and viewers may even know it. And I'm standing there waiting on my number to be called for my food. And there's this obviously family. They obviously knew each other because they all looked alike. Standing at one of the counters in the middle, it's in the middle of the terminal walkthrough, right? And this guy in the family, obviously the patriarch of this family, steps away from the counter 2 or 3 feet. He's about 6 feet from me. And I mean, he rips one for a solid 7-8 seconds that I could hear over the din of the Dallas airport.
Wow.
Like, sir, what part of stepping away did you think was going to hide any bit of that? It was the most egregious fart in public I've ever experienced.
Nasty.
We used to play. There was a game made popular by a kids' TV show in the UK called Dick and Dom called Bogies, and you would start off. You'd start going, someone would go Bogies, and then someone else would go Bogies, and then someone else would go Bogies, and it would get louder and louder until it was most uncomfortable. And we were playing this game during a rehearsal at a fairly, some kids' big bands, but we were all way older than and should have known better. But one of our trombone players got up, stopped the other band midway through the rehearsal, turned around into the PA and went, "Bogies!" and let rip with this enormous fart. I mean, and it still goes down as the greatest round of bogey stroke, whatever.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Johnny, if you're listening, which you won't be, you know it was you.
All right, guys, I think we're going to have to be selective going through here if y'all are going to get to bed anytime soon.
P90s boomer pickups. That's interesting.
I'm a millennial. P90s are my favorite pickup.
I like. What's boomer? What age is boomer? What year does boomer end?
64.
64.
Yeah, if you were born after 64. Okay, and there's not really a hard number either. Some people claim one, but in that range, give 2 or 3 years either way.
And then Gen X, what comes after
Gen X is like 77, 83, somewhere in that window it ends.
I'm Gen X, and I like P90s.
Yeah.
I'm Gen X. I like P90s.
I like
Yeah.
P90s.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
Parlor Mob, stupid autocorrect.
Oh, the name of the band is Parlor Mob. Got it.
Yes.
Because I was
Okay.
looking for it under the other name, and it was just finding some venue called the Parlor Mall. I was like, what?
Should we do this as the last one because it's
Can we get through? I mean, I'm just thinking of getting to the good stuff.
okay.
Let's see how far we can get.
Be choosy. Be choosy. You don't have to pick all of them.
Yeah.
Novi, Valiant guitars quality compared to USA made Fender guitars. Which would you choose? Well,
Valiant every day of the week.
Valiant.
Yeah, Valiant make great guitars. Yeah. But you know, it's all about it's all about it's about resale value as well. Graham. Then again, being a big hairy Scotsman, I've never had a tiny bit of abuse and harassment that my female friends also did get.
Fact.
Yeah. Boom. This is now to get to the.
There's even a pushing concert music, which I mean, it's not like women and people of color are not doing really well in writing successful music. I'm actually making a video on this topic. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Burst effects, love you guys, but the AI thumbnails are bumming me out. Oh, come on,
sorry.
Let's enjoy them.
It's a bit of fun.
It's a bit of fun. Leyland, I choose to remain impolitically correct. Nice.
Probably right. We've done that one. Boom.
Music publishers do not decline people on gender or race. It's all about if your music is good or not good enough. I agree.
That's what it should be. It's what it should be.
No, talking about music publishers. He's talking about
music publishers.
That's what it should be.
Cheers, Amanda. Wednesday evening sausage fest. Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to the internet and guitar.
The world is full of trying to find ways to create more division. Music should be a universal thing that transcends all of that.
It should be, but it has a history of dividing people. I give you Exhibit A, Race Records.
Yeah. Right.
Be selective because we've probably got a lot to get through.
Yeah.
Due respect. Yeah. Again, just selective over.
All due respect. I think we were trying to be. All right. Okay. I think that's pretty accurate.
Yep. Yep. You got to have thick skin if you're going to be on YouTube. It's just how it is. That's very true.
That is true. Whether you're male, female, or anything in between, that is just that's true.
Just how it is. Kind of like no one paying for content. Yes. Well, thanks, Plexico, for your generous donation
and helping.
The problem then is with the consumer. If it didn't sell, make money, it wouldn't be done.
That is true. Again.
Yep, we covered that one.
I could sum this up, Sam.
Yeah.
Basil, telling everyone got a new amp. Dr. Z Legacy Maserati V2. Nice.
Great amp.
That's cool.
Great amp.
We just I think Amanda was talking about didn't the Rolling Stones get accused of the same thing? Elvis too.
Yeah. Different times though, as we've said, there are things that you could get away with then that you can't get away with now, and there are things that you can get away with now that you couldn't get away with then. Times they are changing.
You don't have to watch it. I remind myself of this. Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're ugly, it features a body. Your talent will only get you so far. This is centuries old, but today you can buy your Bud beer with a trans on the tin, but sales are down. Men are bad.
We do suck.
Yeah. I think let's just be. We need to get through.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Give my watch bedtime.
I think that's true. It's an age-old story with digital ramifications. You're absolutely right. We're gonna get.
Oh, yep.
There's a bunch of lonely and angry dudes online. It's not just women, either race, gender, sexual orientation, etc., etc. Brings out creeps. Yes.
Yep. This is my favourite one.
Men and women are not the same. Boom.
Yeah.
I should hope not. Basil, plenty of women in tech that don't get the opportunities because it's male dominated. Yeah.
Let's get through these. We're so close now.
Yep.
Okay,
You can just leave it off. They said I'm right. That's fine.
Don't think
yeah.
Yeah, good one.
It's true. It's true.
Only recently in Ireland do women now get 2 weeks sick pay after having a miscarriage. Unfortunately, changed very slowly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People only want to see me in as many clothes as possible. Men and boys are getting conscription papers soon, but live in fear of free speech. It's the end of men as we know it. My guitar still want, need, love me. Yeah.
Yeah. We've read that one from Amanda. Thank you for that one. Here we go.
Next week, the tone with is real.
Yeah, that'll be quite the crap stirrer.
I'm not even sure what that means. I don't even want to know.
Play with my palm. Find yourself checkout. I don't care. We've done that.
Yeah,
we're done.
Yeah.
We're done. We need to.
We should do this one though. We should do that one because we should.
Thanks, Pet. Cheers,
yeah,
Pet.
thank you, Moxley.
On the Masterville. I think that's a good price, mate. I don't think you won't lose on that.
If honestly, Moxie, if I didn't have the risk of tariff/import fees on it, I probably would have. By the way, Guitar's already sent me an email that, hey, did you forget this in your party?
Right, at this point, we're going to do this just because we're going to get through it because we are.
Stupid comments of the week.
Told off a stupid comment of the week last week.
I don't care.
Martin said it is a fake guitar and the rosewood board should be rounded behind the nut. Trust me, I own 53271 1960. Yeah, anyway, I said no, it's a real guitar. He said it's a fake guitar.
No, it's a real guitar.
I love that. But that's one of the things that really annoys me. This is a comment. This is something we should discuss. People in the comments just bragging about the shit that they've got. Just like, oh, my such and such would smoke that, and I've got this, and it's, it wouldn't beat my. It's just so stupid. It's just like, he just wants to brag that he's got a 1960.
I thought he was putting his phone number down.
You know what, Paul? Next time, and normally I don't do this shit, but next time somebody starts, oh, I've got such and such, so I know what I'm talking about. I'll just respond with a list of everything I own.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell him he's daft.
Yeah.
And that was
Stupid comments of the week.
And I would just put everything you own. Like I have a 6-seat lounge set in the front living room. You know what I mean? I have a Cuisinart toaster oven. It actually toasts 4 slices instead of 2 at the same time.
Oh,
pretty good.
It's been a long one this evening because we wanted to get through that. We wanted to have that conversation for quite a while. So thanks for sticking with us, everyone. And we hope that your opinion of us isn't changed by trying to take on a serious subject just for a change. Next week, Soup, Chocolate, and Tonewood will be back in the zeitgeist because I'm not brave enough to dance around that one anymore. I'm
going to make a prediction for next week.
Go.
Stupid comment of the week will come from this video.
Might do.
More than likely. So thanks to my friends and colleagues, Vinny the Axe, Audio Up Phil, Mr. Drew, and me. We'll see you next week. Have a great one. I hope you had a fantastic Easter. Enjoy gigging and stuff like that. And see you soon. Night.
Goodbye.